I've had the opportunity to design jigs for Strike King for several years, and the new one we got on the market is a new structure jig. And what makes a structure jig unique? A lot of things, really. We wanted a jig that fishing deep in hydrilla and deep in grasses would come through without getting hung up, without grabbing the weeds. And that's how the idea started. But what we ended up with was a jig that is a multi-purpose jig. It's got a heavy enough hook in it that you can actually flip with it if you want to, but it's a light enough hook that if you're fishing it on lighter line deep, you can still get hook penetration. So the hook alone makes it a multi-purpose jig, but the head is the real key. We got a Cobra style head on this jig, which allows it to come through vegetation really good, but it also comes through wood exceptionally well. It's hard to find a jig that'll do both. With this style head and with a horizontal line tie, that allows that feature to really excel. So that's why we call it a structure jig. You can fish it in all types of structure. It comes in a lot of different sizes. We got it in the baby structure jig, in 1/4 and 3/8 for those of you that like to finesse fish or fish for smallmouth. We've got it in 1/2, 3/4, and 1 ounce for fishing in regular jig situations. Just a fantastic jig, a multi-purpose jig. If you want a jig that you can fish through about anything without getting hung up, you really need to check out the Strike King structure jig. Awesome piece of equipment.